What's going on, you guys? It's Bar International 3 here, coming back with a video today. Today we'll be discussing the 5 free agents on defense the Raiders should sign this 21 free agency, during 2021 free agency. Now, starting with the first free agent, if he goes to free agency, Von Miller. Now, the reason why I like Von Miller so much, what I like this pick up if this happens, is because, for one, the Raiders need some pass rush, and for two, he may be an older dude, but he has that leadership in him that'll help the younger guys like Max Crosby and Cleveland Farrell get to the quarterback and sack the quarterback. And then that leadership and then that experience with the man he brings, that would be huge for this defense. And then you bring in another player like Melvin Ingram, next outside linebacker, to help with that, then that would be even more pressure on other quarterbacks. Because you had those 4 linebackers on the line, and then quarterbacks will be like, help. Yeah, so, anyways, that's two key positions that we want. Now, another one is, hold up, Patrick Peterson. Now, Patrick Peterson, he's a veteran cornerback, veteran secondary player, which will help a lot with these younger players. And when you bring in the bigger players that are older and have more experience, I noticed they tend to help the younger players out more. Like, for instance, you saw it when Cooper first got drafted by the Raiders. They brought Crabtree in. Crabtree quickly taught Cooper things, and then Amari Cooper started to develop more as a player. He got traded like 3 years later, but he still managed to develop as a player. And look what he's doing with the Cowboys. It's all because Crabtree taught him well. Before Crabtree got into his thick of things with Broncos, but we won't talk about that. Now, that's 3 players. I might go to 7. Okay, here's one other player I love. The defensive end, Jadeveon Clowney. Yes, I know, he hasn't progressed much since his days at Houston. But I feel like if he were to come into the Raiders team, then I feel like the new defensive coordinator on whoever they get this offseason, I feel like he can help Clowney get back to his Houston days. And if he can help him, we'll have a scary pass rush. And yeah, so that's one other player down. Now, oh boy, Yannick Ngakwe. Sorry if I can't pronounce his name right. Yannick Ngakwe, whatever. But he's another defensive end. He's like Jadeveon Clowney. Now, if you square away our pass rush, which was terrible this season, then you bring in some of these guys, especially like Nick Agwakwe, to stare with Jadeveon and help Cleveland, Max Crosby, all these young defenders out, and boom, you'll have one instant, scary, terrifying pass rush in all of the NFL. Now, another guy you can bring in to help with the secondary is Justin Simmons or Kareem Jackson or Anthony Harris. Now, one of these 3. Anthony Harris, I heard he's a great man-to-man coverage guy. Justin Simmons, he's a great man coverage guy. And Kareem Jackson, I've seen him during his games this season. He is the greatest corner blitz. I've seen his games, and, well, not corner blitz, but he's the greatest pass deflection, and he knows how to scary people. Now, another one being said, now, Sammy Watkins, if he's going to free agency, that would be actually huge for the Raiders to pick up another wide receiver, because with Tyrell Williams going out this year, our go-to receiver was Darren Waller. And I think if we can limit the receptions, I know we want the receptions for Darren Waller, but I feel like everybody knows we're gonna go to Darren Waller now, since we've been going to him a lot these past 2 seasons. Now everybody's gonna double him up. So if we get Sammy Watkins out wide receiver, that'll help get Henry Ruggs more catches, teach him a little bit more. Now Richard Sherman, another great secondary player. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. Actually, no, count it 3 now. If you want to count last year's Super Bowl, he is a great influencer, a great leader, and he just sparks up the defense. He sparks them, even though they didn't have a great season this year. But he sparks the defense up to the point where the defense gets better around him. So there's your guys right there. Now, who else? Ndamukong Suh. Now, he has to be one of the most scariest pass rushers from when he was playing with the Rams. The Buccaneers, he's still done great. He is like what? I think he almost leads the team in sacks. I could be wrong though, but he. Let's just say this: line all these guys up on one team, you'll have a scary pass rush. Like nobody will want to mess with your pass rush. Now, if you bring back Jared Cook, you're gonna obviously have to cut somebody on that tight end position. Like, cut somebody that hasn't played regress very well, because I know since actually you don't have to cut somebody, because if Jason Witten retires, then you bring in Jared Cook, and then you got another 3 tight end set. And Jared Cook was a great player for us back when he was still playing with us. I mean, he was great. So if you bring him back, then you keep your tight end 3 set. Then that helps you keep running the ball good. So let's see here now. No. Josh Norman. Now, Josh Norman, guys. He is a great player. Yes, I know. He's caused some fights with Odell Beckham Jr. back in a couple of years back. But that was then, this is now. That's all people say. He is a great, he's a great cover player. He knows how to cover the ball well. He knows how to look to the ball, and he's one of the best actually in the cornerback position. Besides of the other cornerbacks I talked about, he's one of the greatest with them. Now, you grab a player like you bring back Bruce Irvin to the Raiders. What does that do? That sparks up your defensive end position. Yes, he may not have been the best since he's got released from the Raiders, but he's trying to find himself back, and if we can bring him back to the team, then we should have no problems with getting a pass rush again. And now, Jason McCourty, a free agent quarterback from New England. Now, if you bring him in, then he will actually help with the other cornerbacks, teaching the younger dudes, especially Damian Arnett, Trayvon Mullen, like those 2 guys. And then you account if you release Eric Harris, which I'm thinking they should release Eric Harris, because I did not see much out of him this year. He blew more coverage than anything this year. Probably a great reason why we lost the games we did. So sign Jason McCourty. Now, who's another player? Hold up, I gotta find him. Jason Witten. He's just let him retire, because he's just getting to that point now. Now, you bring in a player like Jalen Mills. He may not have gotten what he wants to be with the Eagles, but I guarantee you, if you bring him into the Raiders and then you account for him with the safety position, he could actually have a breakout year with the Raiders, I think, if they bring him in. Now, mind you, this is who I think they should sign. It's not actually, this might not actually happen, but this is who I think they might sign. Let's see here. Next video I'm gonna do a whole offensive thing. Let's see here. I'm trying to find somebody. Hold up. crap. Who else was here? Oh yeah. So Shelby Harris, the big dude who knows how to knock passes down. I mean, you saw it last year against the Raiders in Week 17 when it went to go for a 2-point conversion and he blocked the pass down. So I feel like if you can get him in at the defensive tackle position, then I feel like you'll have a long pair of long arms to block the passes, bat them down, do everything you can. So bring him in. Oh man, here comes the big dude I'm talking about. I was talking about this dude last year and we didn't sign him because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about making a video about signing this dude, Xavier Rhodes, the dude from Minnesota who has proven himself and still can't get anywhere. I feel like if you were to bring him in at this cornerback position, I feel like we'll have one scary defense. We'll have one of the best defensive cores in the league. But like I said, this is who I want them to sign. This ain't gonna. This probably most of this ain't gonna happen, bro. Now Derek Wolfe. Oh no, my bad. Bashaud Breeland, the Chiefs cornerback who is going to free agency. Now, yes, Chiefs fans, I know you hate Bashaud Breeland, or Raiders fans. Yes, I know you hate Bashaud Breeland. But if we bring this dude in, I feel like this dude could help. I mean, you're talking about a Super Bowl champ. Well, we might have a couple of Super Bowl champs on the team coming up, but we're talking about a Super Bowl champ, possibly again. A longtime Pro Bowler, probably a Defensive Player of the Year, probably. We're talking about a lot of things. He can help these young cornerbacks and young secondary players in the league. So I feel like if you were to bring him in, then you would have so much gratitude and so much attention to this team. Now, who else do we bring in? If we can bring in a man like, hold up, let me find him. Definitely not bring in Eric Harris. No. Where is he? I can't find him. I can't find him. Now, here's the dude you gotta bring in. This may be offense, but still. Robert Griffin III. Now, you're releasing Nathan Peterman because he just can't play for the team specifically. He's a bust in the NFL, but you bring in RG3 with his ability to run the ball behind Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr. You have Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr running the ball constantly, or Marcus Mariota and RG3 running the ball constantly, and Derek Carr throwing it. This could set up for a top trio quarterback acquisition for the first time in years. So just keep that in mind. Signing RG3 like that would help the defense or the quarterback position so much because you're bringing him in to help run the ball a little bit. Now another player, where is he? I don't know about this one. But if we can, I don't know how that's going to work, but if Antonio Brown goes to free agency, let's hope the Raiders can re-sign him, and let's have no drama. Let's not start anything. Let's not do anything wrong. Let's sign him, get him ready to go like he was back in his prime days, and if we can sign him again, then we will have the top receiving core in all of the league. So, now, and the two more players that I noticed from this list are, hold up, let me find them. Definitely not Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's so out of his prime. Where is he? Hold up. I gotta find him. I can't find him now. Where is he? There he is. Now, you bring in Malcolm Smith back to the Raiders. The former Super Bowl champ, former Super Bowl MVP. You bring him back. And now, what's that do to your linebacker position? That helps your linebackers. That gets them better. That helps them a lot. That makes you the better team on the linebacker position. And the last one is now Jonathan Joseph. Although, yes, he may have had some issues with penalties a lot, but I feel like if you can bring him in the Raiders facility and then get him trained a little bit, then he might have a breakout career with the Raiders. Now, there's one more player I know on here that I'm missing, and maybe I mean you would bring in Dez Bryant, but then now require you to release somebody. If you have to release anybody, release Zay Jones and who's the other wide receiver on their team? I don't remember, but release Zay Jones because Zay Jones has not been there at all. So, oh, there's one player you need to keep. Keep Devontae Booker. Devontae Booker was such a good back. And then bring in Juju Smith-Schuster, please. You gotta keep Nelson Aguilar. You gotta keep him. Looks like that's all them. I don't know yet. Hold up. So, with all that being said, these are the free agents that I would hope the Raiders to sign. Mind you, we won't have a lot of cap space to sign all those players, but we can sign some of them. So, with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and as always, peace!